share. I have important announcements that I wanted to let everyone know. Students, we have 3 weeks left for this semester. Like classes will be for 3 more weeks. Like this week and then 1 more week and then following. Like this week, next week and then following week. Just 3 weeks. Classes will end on February 19, which means February 19, and soon after that your final exams week will begin. Alright, let me tell you where we are right now in terms of syllabus. We have covered 70% content related to features. Let me tell you very briefly from where we began and where we are right now. We began our discussion, when it comes to opinion writing, we began our discussion from letters to the editor. From letters to the editor, we moved to editorial. From editorial, we started our discussion and learning about columns, and that's what we did in our online learning period. From columns, we moved to the discussion of features. About features, newspaper features, magazine features. About features, we have covered almost 70% of discussion. Only 30% part is remaining. Alright, soon after we end features, just one last content is left. Its name is reviews. REVIEWS, review articles. This would be our last thing, which we will cover in next week, and after that we are done with our syllabus. I am going to allocate our last week for revisions. I will help you revise all the syllabus in order to prepare you for your final exam. Okay, about your writing portfolio, we have done 3 writing sessions. Our first writing session we did when we had face-to-face teaching. I mean, I came to class, I did online teaching, I did writing session for those who were in class and also for those who were home. And then after that, in the online learning period, we did 2 more writing sessions in our online learning period. All of you participated from home. Now we will do 2 more writing sessions. In total 5. We will do our 4th writing session on Friday this week. The date is going to be, let me see. Oh no, we cannot do it. It's a holiday, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It's off. Alright. So we will do it. We will do our next writing. We can do our next writing session on Wednesday then. This coming Wednesday. Alright. Next class, very good. I encourage you all to please bring your laptops. Okay? Because I would like you to work on Google Doc. You might want to take notes about it. Please do not forget to bring your laptop for your next class, which is on Wednesday, which is when we are doing our 4th writing session. We will do one last writing session after this on Friday next week. Let me see what date is it. It's going to be February the 12th. Okay? February the 12th, 5th and last writing session. Okay? After that, I will ask you to submit your portfolio on Monday. Like the following week on February the 15th. You might want to note the date. February the 15th, submit portfolio, which should have the details of 5 writing sessions. Alright? Our 4th writing session will be on February the 3rd, Wednesday. Alright, our 5th writing session, 5th and last writing session will be on February the 12th, which is a Friday. And then you are supposed to submit your portfolio on February the 15th, which is going to be Monday. For your evaluation, so far you are done with 50% of evaluation. You took a quiz, an online quiz, it was 20%, and then you took your midterm exam online, it's worth 30%. Alright, now 50% evaluation is still left for you. I have told you that when you submit your portfolio, you will that will be of 30% weightage, and then I will give you an oral exam. I may either give you through Zoom, or in next week I'll make lists and you will get to know that when are you taking your oral exam. Alright, so either I can give you that next week, I will also give you a rubric for the evaluation of your portfolio as well. When I give you the rubric for the evaluation of your portfolio, along with that, I will also give you a rubric for the evaluation of your oral exam. Like what kind of exams you will be, what kind of questions you will be asked, and how I am going to judge your responses to my questions. Now, these were important things that I wanted to discuss.
Oral exam will be the final exam.
Yes, that is fine. That is fine. No more exam now. Okay? Alright. Now I have given you a brief overview of what we are doing in coming 3 weeks. I have also told you what we are, what are important deadlines for you to remember. I have also told you what you are supposed to do for your final assessment. And with that, I have also told you that features, we have covered pretty much everything about features. About just one last topic is left, and it's reviews. We will cover it in next week, and that's it. We are done with the syllabus. All right? Okay. Now about features, I wanted to tell you a very important thing. Dawn is Pakistan's very famous newspaper, and it's Pakistan's most circulated English newspaper. Does anyone know Herald magazine? Okay, Dawn Group used to publish a magazine, its name was Herald. They would publish it every month. The magazine was closed down last year for some reasons. So they don't publish Herald anymore. But you can still find online archives of Herald. I'll tell you the spellings, Herald, Herald magazine. They still publish its online version, it's available online, you can go read it. I highly encourage you all to go to Google page, write Herald Dawn. I will also upload all these details into this in the form of a document on Moodle. You can still access their archives. I highly encourage that you sit and read whatever content they have written. Now, this will prepare you very well for your final exam. Your questions related to feature are very important for you for your final assessment, and in order to prepare well, I highly encourage you to read Herald magazine. I myself will upload some articles that I downloaded from Herald on Moodle account sometime this week, and I'll send you all email to let you know that I have uploaded articles for you to read from Moodle. Any questions so far about all the announcements and about whatever I have told you? Alright, now about features, since we are recording this session, I'm not going to ask you questions. I'll ask you questions later when we finish the recording. Let me tell just important things. The document that I sent you, it tells you, I think in a very clear way, it tells you quite clearly what a feature is and how it is different from news. An interesting thing about this article, this document was that it tells you that how a feature writer is different from a news writer. Remember in my last lecture that I uploaded on Moodle last week, it had very important details, and which was mostly based on your discussion that you did with me in your virtual session. It tells you how a column is different from a feature. However, this document that I shared with you last week, it tells you how a feature writer is different from a news writer. I mean, being students of opinion writing, you should also know how news writing is different from feature. Okay, would anyone like to share any difference that you noticed between a news writer and a feature writer? Anything, any idea? Yes.
The news mostly stays on the point and on the facts, while a feature will give sort of context to sometimes a news story that's already there.
Very good, very good. Aziz Khwaja, what Aziz is trying to say is, and they have talked about this pretty much, he kind of summarized it very well. The writer here has said that in news you have to care about objectivity. News is an objective piece of writing. And you also have to think about pyramid structure, which is inverted pyramid structure.
Yeah.
You do not follow that in feature writing. There is no inverted pyramid structure. You can give, he talked about context. You can give background information. You can give any sort of information. And then a feature contains, a feature writer